Is going on, my beautiful people? It is I, Jacob, aka the Majestic Ginge, aka Ginger Stonewall, aka Mr. Chaos himself, aka the Stole Stealing Phenom. And today I'm bringing a video of a little creative thing I've had for about a few days now, maybe more. But lately I've been playing a lot of zombies on Bow 3 lately. We get back into it. I used to be way into it back in the day. World at War, both 1 and 2. And I played a little bit when Advanced Warfare came out. And, you know, it was cool. It was fun. I mean, it wasn't my thing, but I liked it because it was, you know, it was still dark and whatnot. And then Infinite Warfare came out, and theirs was just too cartoonish, you know. It wasn't my thing. I didn't bat an eye. I didn't look at it. Didn't play it. So, but I've been playing a lot of zombies lately. And it's actually hyping me up for World War II zombies. So, one day I thought to myself, if I were to be working on a Call of Duty game, and I wanted to make my own perks, my very own perks. I mean, obviously, you know, we're going to keep the original 4, you know, Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Double Tap, and then all the other ones they brought in, like Widow's Wine, PhD Flopper, and all that. So I thought, if I were to make my own 5 special perks, you know, just creative perks, ones that have never been heard before, what would they be? And that's exactly what I did. I actually have a notebook right here of 5 perks that I actually thought of on my own. Their own names, their own symbols, their own abilities. Now, when I did this, and it was kind of tough, well, I had a couple of them in mind one day when I was at work, so those were easy, but the other ones, the other 3 were a little bit tough, because how I wanted to name these was, I wanted to like just have its own unique brand new name. I didn't want to have like, you know, cola in it, you know, like a Speed Cola or Juggernog or Double Tap Root Beer or all that stuff. So I thought real hard, and I came up with 5 perks. Now, one of these perks, I'm still undecisive of the name, so I'm going to say both the names, and you tell me what you guys think when I talk to you about it. So I'm actually really excited to share these because, I mean, I think they'd be cool perks to have in the game. Some of these would be good for, say, if you're going for high rounds, or basically a last-minute effort. Say you run out of ammo, or you find yourself in a pickle when you're getting sandwiched in. So I feel like these could help a little bit. So today's video, here are the 5 random perks that I thought of, created on my own, that I think would be cool to see in a zombies game. So without further ado, let's get started. You're the one we're waiting for. Start for the first one. I do apologize if you see me looking down. I'm looking at my notebook. I cannot remember, you know, everything by heart. So we're going to start with the first perk. Now, the first perk that I thought of that would be a really cool perk would be called Rita. Now, that's Maul as in like M-A-U-L, like, you know, if a bear mauls you. And the symbol that I thought of this would be like a bear paw destroying a margarita glass. Just glass shards everywhere. And this one's a pretty simple one. Its ability would be, not only would it increase your melee damage, but also increase your melee speed. And this would work more well with like the Bowie knife. No, it would work with a regular combat knife, but we all know the Bowie knife's a big, huge knife. I mean, your melee speed isn't too slow, but it's not fast like the regular knife is. So with this perk, it would increase, you know, the speed and also the damage. So it could be a one-hit kill, maybe up to like round, I don't know, 21, 22 maybe. So, I mean, if you just want to rack up some points using the knife, sure. I mean, you know, just you can drink that perk back and you just go to town on them zombies. I mean, so that is the first one. It's a very short one, very simple one, nothing too crazy. Don't know what color I would make it, because we all know all the perks in the games prior now. I have their unique colors. We see it. We know what it is, but I haven't really thought of a color for that one yet. But yes, the first one that I would have would be called Rita. For the second perk. Now this one, I kind of had to really think about for a minute. I really wanted to word it so everyone can understand, to anyone who watches this video. So hopefully I explain it well to you know, to be understandable, but if not, you just hit me up and I can explain it a little better. But the second one I would call Chain and Lime. Now the symbol for this would be, you know, a bullet with a chain on it. So All right, how this one would work, it would go off how many rounds are in a standard magazine, and it would also, it would what's the word I'm looking for? It would, I guess, adapt to also when the weapons we pack a punch. So, for example, a normal unpack a punch HVK 30 has 30 rounds each mag. So now what this perk would do, let me get my notebook here. What this perk would do is it would chain link, or chain link kills like so many odd rounds. So HVK has 30 rounds in a mag. Every 5th round, it would actually chain link headshots for so many zombies. And then, of course, Pack-a-Punch, it would extend that range. It's kind of like the Wonderwaff. When you Pack-a-Punch it, the electricity actually, it hits more enemies. This is what Chain and Line would do. It would basically do the same thing like the Wonderwaff. It would, but it would be headshots. It would chain link headshots for every so odd round. So, like I said, 30 rounds in a magazine. Every 5th round would be, a chain link headshot kill. And let's say like the Shiva, for example. If I remember right, I think the Shiva has 10 rounds in each magazine, so every 2nd round would do that. So, like I said, it's basically the Wonderwaff, but you're using bullets instead of actual electricity. So it wouldn't really work so much well for the Wonderwaff if if it were to ever still be a thing in the future. But for weapons that take actual bullets, that's what it would do. It'd basically be a chain linking perk. So I think that'd be a really good one for if you're going for higher rounds too, or if you're getting overwhelmed and your ammo's running a little low, and say you bought a wall weapon, or maybe there's a max ammo outside somewhere, but there's too many zombies. You drink that perk, and every few rounds or so, we'll chain link headshots for instant kills. Without insta kill. So that'd be a pretty cool one. So it could really help you cover a lot of ground and clear more zombies out for you to push forward and to do whatever you need to do. So that would be an interesting perk to see. So perk number 2 would be Chain and Line. For you! You're the one we're waiting for! The third perk that I thought of, this one would be called Lemonade, but with aid spelled like, Band-Aid, so AID. Now, this one only has like one ability I would think of from Quick Revive. And that's if you guys don't know, if you play solo and you get Quick Revive, you'll automatically be revived, but you can only do it like 3 times. So this one only has that one ability of being auto revived. But basically, what Lemonade would do would increase the speed of your health regeneration. So it would increase a lot. Like it wouldn't be like just stupid fast like that, but it would be like maybe increase it like I don't know, 15-20% more faster maybe. So for so if you're getting swiped by a lot of zombies, and you have Juggernog and your screen starts going red, and you kill them zombies off. There's still some coming, but you kill them off. This will help quickly regenerate you, so that way if you start getting struck again, you won't go down as fast. You might still go down, but you'll still have somewhat of a fighting chance. And also, this can work both solo or co-op. Say you do go down and all your other friends are, maybe they can't get to you. This will still auto revive you, but what it'll also do is it'll give you a short little burst of speed. So it would kind of have the ability, like if you've played Dead Ops Arcade on Bow 1 or Bow 2, if you go down, what will happen is you'll get back up. You have a little bit of speed, but it also there's like a little blast force that'll knock the zombies back. So this is sort of what Lemonade would do, but not as so much. It wouldn't like blast them completely away, but it'll kind of push them back a little bit, and you get a little short sprint boost of speed, so you can just get out of there. Say you need to get more ammo for a weapon, or you need to pick up a drop somewhere. It'll just give you that little boost of speed. So I think that'd be a really cool perk to see in the game. But yes, and that's really all much to it. I try not to keep these perks somewhat close to the ones we already have, with the exception of Lemonade. Just think about that. Faster health regen, and you get a little short boost of speed if you get back up, and it works whether you're on solo or you're on co-op. So just think about that. That'd be this one probably wouldn't be so much for higher rounds, but this would just be more of like it would be like one of those perks that like you would want like one guy to have, maybe one or two, you know, depending on how many players you're with. Just so like say you go down and you have it, they go down and they don't. I mean, you know, they can auto revive and they get that little spoon beast so they can run to you real quick, and maybe say they have quick revive, then they can get you back up real quick. So I mean, you know, it can work in so many different ways. So that would be number 3 would be lemonade. For you, you're the one we're waiting for. The number 4 perk that I had thought of would be a perk that I would like to call Stomper Soda. Now, the symbol for this would be, you know, a foot stomping in the ground, maybe dirt flying up, maybe, you know, an impact, I don't know what you would call it, like a little impact illustration, you know, like from the comic books when they always say like power or something, it's got like that little speech bubble with like the pointed ends, like some along the lines of that. And basically what Stomper Soda would do is like, okay, this is gonna sound a little confusing. So it's a perk, but it's almost kind of like an ability. So what I mean, like, so what I mean by that is like say for example on the giant, you can get the annihilator, and then you know, it has like a, you know, a cooldown time. So this is somewhat like that, but not so much. This is basically like almost like depending on how many zombies you kill will depend on its power. So like say you're in a higher round, and after you've killed so many zombies, you know, you say you kill, I don't know, like 30 zombies, maybe you kill 30, 40 zombies, so it's at its max, you know, peak. So basically what you do is you wouldn't click the melee button, but you'd actually hold it down, and what your person will do is actually perform like a super powerful stomp move, right? And it would kill near, so zombies in close to you would die, but then zombies farther out would actually be pushed back from the blast impact, and it would actually slow them down to like a shambling speed. So like, you know, they're walking really slow. Now this would be useful for like emergency situations. So like this would be kind of like what I said about lemonade. You want like one person to have this. I mean, all 4 could have it, but it would be useful for like a couple people to have it. So say, you know, your friends go down, or you need to, say you're doing an Easter egg and you need to get to somewhere, but you're worried about zombies overwhelming you, or say you're having trouble making a crawler. What you do is you just, you know, kill however many zombies, power it up, you stomp the ground, you kill the nearby ones, you push the other ones back, they go to a shambling speed for, say, oh, I don't know, a minute or 2 maybe, or so. So, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot of time, but if you're working with people who know what they're doing, they know where to go, it's nothing. So you can do that, you can stomp them, kill the nearby ones, shove the other ones back, and they'll be slowed down, you know, from the blast impact. So you go revive your teammates, go refill on ammo, pack a punch, do Easter egg steps, whatever. I think that would actually be a really interesting perk. Now, I don't know if maybe at one point they had an idea like this, but I think that a perk like Stomper Soda, I mean, it's not real, obviously, this is all just made up, but I think some perk like that, or maybe a perk somewhat closely related to that, would actually be a very helpful thing. I mean, I think if someone was made like that, it would be included in the people's, like, you know, top few perks I'd have. Like, for example, I like to have Juggernaut, Speed Call, and Double Tap. Those are my, you know, 3 top favorite ones. Sometimes I switch off between Quick Revive, but I like to usually have those 3 always, you know, and then whatever I want for my last one, it'll just be whatever. So, number 4, Stomper Soda, quick rundown. You kill so many zombies, and depending on how many you kill, it'll depend on its power. You stomp, kills nearby ones, knocks back the other ones, slows them down, and you can do whatever. So this would be like a, I don't want to call it a last ditch effort, but this would be like a supportive, like a defensive perk, but with a little bit of an offensive side. So the defense side would be it pushes the rest back, slows them down. Offense, it kills the nearby one. So that would be number 4, Stomper Soda. For you, you're the one we're waiting for. Guys, we are at the last one, the number 5 perk that I made up. Now, this is what I told you about earlier in the video, where I got 2 names for it, but I'm undecisive on what it should be. Or maybe If you guys have a different idea, let me know in the comment section below. But number 5, I would either call it Bombsicle or Frag Punch. Now, the symbol for this would be a pile of grenades, and the ability for this one is very, it's very easily explainable. Now, this will work for not just frag grenades, but sticky grenades. You can get, you can get sticky grenades in some zombies maps. I think maybe all of them, maybe not. I don't remember. But basically, what this does is one grenade will explode 3 times. So, and it won't be slow. Like you throw the grenade, it'll be boom, boom, boom. So, with that being said, basically, you have 4 grenades. Your 4 grenades now turn into 12 grenades, basically. So that could be for, I mean, say you and your friends just want to screw around a little bit, and you just want to, cause a little fireworks, have a little fun. Or say there's just a huge horde of zombies, and you need to clear them out as quickly as possible. Now, the only downfall to this would be the crawler issue. Now, because in higher rounds, zombies don't always die right away from the grenades. They'll usually turn the crawlers. So that could be an issue, but more than likely, the crawlers may be slow. So you shouldn't have too much of a problem with that. And the reason why I thought that this would be kind of a cool perk is also because, let's say you're just getting points. I mean, if you're like me, I usually don't use grenades a whole lot. Unless I'm making crawlers, of course. Now that I think about it, that would actually be kind of one of the big reasons for either Bombsicle or Frag Punch would be to make crawlers, because we all know actually when you get to higher rounds how hard it is to actually make a crawler, because usually by then they're running pretty fast. So, I mean, you could take this grenade, maybe throw it at your feet while you're running or whatever, and then circle around again, and they may not hit by the first blast, but the second or third blast will more than likely, make them a crawler or kill them. I mean, either way. So, but yes, that is basically it for perk number 5, which would be Bombsicle or Frag Punch. You let me know in the comments below which one sounds better, or if you have a better name. I know there's a lot of creative people out there. So if you have a better name, let me know, and I will look into it, and I might change it. So who knows? All right, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I just wanted to make it to share my ideas with you guys. Hopefully you guys like some of the ones you heard. I know some of them may sound a little too overpowered, or some may not be powerful at all, but I was just thinking one day, been playing quite a bit of zombies. If I were to make my own zombies game, or even just perks, or if somebody were to say, hey, we want some ideas for new perks, let me know, think of what you can think of. And I thought of, these 5 perks. I might do a little something with them, like, I might maybe draw them out, take a bottle maybe and just kind of trace it, or, draw a smaller one and just kind of, draw out my idea of what the bottle would look like, the symbol, the colors, and all that stuff. So, but that is going to be it, guys. All these ideas, I thought of them on my own. I sat here, the first 3 were actually pretty easy. The 4th one took a little bit, and the 5th one I actually had to take like a day or a day and a half to think about, because I had the idea in my head, but I couldn't think of a name until maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago before making this video. So, but I thought of a couple ideas. If you like them, let me know. Tell me which one you like. If you have a different one, let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. And that is going to be it, guys. This is Jacob, signing off.